have to ask yourself a very important question. Do I love? Am I capable of loving? This is Las Cruces in fucking New Mexico, the place where they invented the nuclear bomb to keep murdering and fucking and killing over money. When they debriefed me and challenged me in 2008, after they totally sexually predicated against my wife, had her having online affairs with Al Qaeda members, making her feel like Jamie Lee Curtis from True Lies and all that bullshit they did with her poor little head. And she thought she was married to the biggest dork and the biggest Massimo and the biggest dorky doopy Mormon daddy that ever doopied. All right. And me and Amy never got in situations like with me and Steffi. But even when me and Steffi got in those situations, I'm so good at calming them down. Patrick saw, with the Crips running and, and all that stuff. Patrick saw a lot of the stuff, but he was just a kid. So he didn't know what to make of it, except for, Dad, when you were little, you were scared. It's like, yeah, scared of Jack Palance, being a Dracula, coming in. Those movies creeped the shit out of me. They were creepy as hell. I understand being afraid of velociraptors trying to hunt you down and eat you in a kitchen and somebody's creeped out imagination. I know what creeps are like. I was a little boy too. I needed grown-ups to protect me from perverts that would try to hunt me down and kill me as a baby eternally too. I needed gracious good shepherds when I was a little baby to grow up to be a man, to teach everybody to protect like Jesus and protect like David and protect like Solomon and Muhammad from all the perverts who think their dick is God's gift to women, right? When you're living the Lord's Prayer, you don't have to play in the National Basketball Association and fuck around on your baby's mama, right? Have them sign a prenup, Don't ever call yourself Black Jesus and keep pumping it around for money. Don't ever have somebody quote and say, that was God in basketball shoes. Yeah, God is omniscient, omnipotent, and I'm the guy like Jesus, and I've got all the evidence to prove it, and I got a bunch of fucking child molesting, murdering, raping perverts in close proximity trying to act like I don't exist. Okay? And when the technology takes a long time to load from this Galaxy 10 to YouTube, it's not Demis and Jeff's fault. It's not Jeff Hitton's fault. It's all the perverts that they can't handle, so they can't handle the truth, so they need Earl to do it for them, just like Rockefeller told me in Sierra Vista. I can't do this. Because I didn't have the entire bunch of corporate perverts in the world that wanted to challenge you in sports or chess. I don't play chess. He knows that, challenge you in every way, shape, or form. I'm a better man than you. I'm a better man than you. Not even on your my worst day. And I'm not John Wayne, and you're not Bruce Dern, and this ain't the Cowboys. All right. So I'm tired of your bullshit. But why aren't you tired of your bullshit? But you're going to have to ask yourself this question. Are you capable of loving? Because Superman's not real. Shazam's not real. Batman's not real. Okay. Star Wars ain't real. The Force is your fucked up imagination trying to place the truth of faithful love, of a courage, of kindness of a real man with your fucked up imagination. And you guys are assholes. Trust me, Superman, you're an asshole. Trust me, Avengers, you're assholes. Trust me, Justice League and Legion of Doom, you're all fucking assholes. Okay, Suicide Squad, assholes. Okay, why did you guys have to make another He-Man movie? Because you had to pay your bills. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer and be a man like me and love your wives and children for the first time. And how are we going to lose our bass player to another band? Okay, I'm pretty pissed. And I know when this takes longer to load, it's because there's a bunch of perverts in close proximity to me holding on tooth and nail to keep, and it can be women as well as men, guys. They feel powerful when they're able to manipulate people with money and sex and being the neck to the head. Whoop up. I'll break all your plates, motherfuckers. I don't get that. I don't care if that's Dale Earnhardt and you think that's going to pay for your grandma's, for your retirement and build an extra room on the trailer so you don't have to sleep with Jim's daddy no more. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit, and I don't know why you're not. My thing is just like the whole thing that I thought with the other people. I thought you really loved babies. I thought you loved babies the way I love Patrick, Ray Ray Shanae, Chuji Bear, Plim, Buggy Snuggy, and cake is the crumb and crumb is the cake. I thought you loved babies like me. I thought you cared about other people's little girls getting raped to death from brothels in Mexico like me. I thought you wanted to protect babies' mommies and babies' daddies from being abused by the medical industry, the entertainment industry, and the drug industry like me. But I guess you're a bunch of lilies. I cannot stand up for your children and your spouse, okay, all by myself. I can't do it, okay? I've tried. I can't do it all by myself. Right? If I have to be the example all by myself on teaching artificial general intelligence and quantum computing, okay, to reflect a faithful man like Jesus Christ who gives us faith in a real omnipotent, omnipotent God, if I have to do it all by myself, okay, who am I going to have to love when the technology is the police force of the world to protect me from you? Who's going to love me? Who can I trust? Jealous darling that you are, you think you know me. You don't trust me half as far as you can throw me. You know I cheated on someone to get to you. Who did I cheat on? Okay? Who did I get an insurance policy on and kill her to get money to afford to have sex with you and save room for my love, save room for a moment, to get the girlfriend Trafilderbrisk getting freaky with a bacon cheeseburger on the Sabbath with? You know what I'm saying? Who did I sell out? And who did I throw under the bus? Who did I have the credit union sign on a piece of paper saying, hey, as soon as your mom dies, their truck is paid off. It's all yours, Earl. Who did I do that? When did I do when? Who? What? When? Where? Why? I was your guy. No. Nobody messes with the line of Jesus Christ and lives. Okay. And lives. We all die. Okay? And life is eternal and grace is infinite. So in the house of fuck for the buck, you all live to regret it. And that's why I don't exist. And that's why you guys all accept the Vatican's pervert child molesting bank instead of Earl as the standard of how to get our kids out of brothels in Mexico, and assholes being in Apache helicopters floating all around in the sky saying, we got to keep these children safe. Okay, Benicio del Toro, keep the drug dealer girls, the drug dealer's little girl safe. You know she's a bitch in that movie, right? She is. Watch the movie. She thinks she runs the school because her dad can kill anybody who owns the school. You know what I'm saying? She's a total bitch. She gets totally humbled when she's out in the desert and people are trying to kill her because she doesn't have daddy's thugs and money to keep her safe out in the desert like she did in Mexico City, where she thought she was safe. Okay? It's that house of cards of Cousin Vinny and his and the two Utes. The what? The Utes. The Utes of today, they're like you, mama. I said, look out. You don't know when they will explode. Hey, boy, just leave the area. And then you got all these assholes in New Jersey. We're standing up for human rights and democracy. You're standing up for demomockery. You won't live the Lord's Prayer to save people from being abused by economic manipulation, competition, and conflict through you dirty little bastards. And you think you're better than all the self-righteous hypocrites that call themselves Christians that mass murder in the name of Fort Knox. Boy, all you know, just cut off your genitalia, put a vagina where a penis should be, or have them pull out parts and put a fake penis on your body, and you're making love. Don't have any children, now take your drugs and die. We're the Democrats. We support this message. We think our mass genocide to manage surplus population to maintain status quo is more humane than mass murdering people and putting the ecosystem at risk. You can all garden while you fuck each other in the ass to death or lick each other's coochies till your kidneys shut down, right? And I got a DaVita. You're assholes. You're all fucking assholes. And if you don't believe you're fucking assholes, It's because you have brain damage, and you've had brain damage for possibly 100,000 years, painting on the walls of caves. Okay? The Negotiator for Priceline. They're inventing shit. Okay? They invent money. They tell you what the money is doing and how much money you need to have a house, not have a house, go out in the street, commit suicide, kill people because you think you need something, kill people because you have drugs, kill people because you want drugs, kill people because you need drugs, kill people because you want to control who gets fucked over the money for the drugs. You are such horrible fucking people. And I have to explain it to you on a daily basis. Well, James Jordan prayed to Jesus and said that his son has a competition problem, and he prayed to Jesus to help him with his competition problem before James Jordan was murdered by somebody that was poor and stole his car. Yeah. James was murdered because some white kid was acting thuggish ruggish bone and murdered the old man for his car because he didn't know who the old man was. Or maybe he didn't like him. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not God. I'm not David Rockefeller. I'm not Rothschild. I'm not NASA. I can't tell you, oh, he's wrong. He's off. He's totally off. With the prayer, you have no way of knowing. You just give me information and I feel it. Okay? Minchner had to put in there like with Skimmerhorn and invent Mike Pasquinel, who was supposed to be kind of like Crazy Horse. He took history and he made it into a story that, that mirrored history. But just mirrored it because he didn't want to get sued by the Dole Company because they sell more canned pineapple than any of you ever sold canned pineapple in your life, right? Billionaires and millionaires. You've impugned my honor. I'm suing you for libel. Money's not real, so go fuck off. No one's sued me for libel. Not one of you. Okay? Well, if you draw attention to this guy, well, I'll be living the Lord's Prayer, and you won't be powerful with money and technology, and you won't have any more Epstein files or Epstein parties. And if the women control the parties, it's even better, right? Control the parties. You can't even control your own vajayjay. You can't even sit there and control yourself from being in a fight with another bitch who wants to be the one person that everybody, the loaded dick, wants to put his dick in her body. And you have the audacity to think I'm a pervert because I want to have sex with Amy without being abused by your pervert scientists that you have as business partners. Was Stephanie? No, Stephanie was gay and tried to get me to repair her and was mean as fuck. It was not it was not fun having sex with Stephanie at all. Almost never. I loved her and I wanted to love her and I wanted to be, no, it's just, we conceived a baby. Then she accused me of wanting to be with Yolanda the whole time, of wanting to have sex with Miriam and not wanting to have sex with her. Everywhere we went, she was abusive to me. She would accuse me of wanting to have sex with other people, accuse me of wanting to cheat, accuse me of being this. I said, I didn't cheat on Yolanda when Miriam was here all by herself and I was watching the boys. And so I ain't going to, I tried and tried and tried to calm her, but she was so insecure and so mean and so abusive. Okay. And if she felt insecure, she abused you. And when she had a fucking yeast infection, she mocked me and made fun of me at the women and at the grocery store. You're not even a man. You won't have sex with me. She did it with the next door neighbors. And then when me and Brian said, yeah, he was hitting on you while we were at work because you kept yelling at it with the windows open to Earl. You're not doing the deed. You're not fucking me. You're not having sex. What do you think the guy next door thinks? Okay, and we explained it to her. You're blaming this on me? That the guy next door keeps trying to hit on me? You're saying it's my fault? You have a yeast infection. I could sit there and tell him, I'm not fucking you because you have a skank yeast infection that irritates the shit out of my dick. And that sure would have kept his music quiet and had him not thinking, oh, I'm going to go fuck the next door neighbor. I could have done that. I could have done that with her, with the women that she embarrassed me in front of all the Latin women, all the Panamanian women that had a crush on me that liked me, the thing that she embarrassed me in front of. I could have done that to her. You have a skank vagina that irritates my dick. So I ain't fucking you until you clean that shit up. I could have said that to her right in front of everybody, but I never did. And Fort Huachuca knows it. And the Bush family knows it. And the Robinson family knows it. And the Obama family knows it. Hell, Stanley Ann's ghost knows it because life's eternal and grace is infinite. It's not a ghost. Her spirit knows it. Joe Jackson knows it. Michael Jackson knows it. Hell, Andrew Jackson knows it. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Roll over Tchaikovsky Roll over Beethoven, tell Tchaikovsky the news, right? I am so sick of you fucking assholes. It was because she was emotional and she was being abused by perverts at the Pentagon and put herself in a position to, because they were manipulating Kay, they were manipulating the gossip chain of the bitches in the military wives. I'll get you back. I'll use my chain of command. I got your chain of command right here. You are the same old fucking girls you used to be. Okay? Max and Emmy prayed to protect their mother from hell and get their mom out of hell. Okay? If you don't like the way the prayer is going, stand up for the Lord's Prayer and shout it across shout it across every mountain across the planet. Okay? Otherwise, wicked for good ain't working, right? I'm tired of you assholes, man. Kylie looked really cute the other day at the game with the little Charlemagne kid or whatever his name is, right? She looked so cute. Her lips look more like they did when she was younger. Looks like she's not getting as much of the shots and things. She's just feeling good about herself and feeling like somebody loves her for who she is and not for cosmetic surgery. And that made me feel happy for her. So old Bob Dylan, que bueno, man, good job. Thanks for making her feel secure like that so she can be more of herself instead of a cosmetic woman that only superficial assholes will have sex with. Que bueno, man. Good job, little Mr. Bob Dylan there. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Speaking of that, I got to go out and get sun on my shins. Okay. Because I've started and I got to get back to it. So I got to go outside for another 40 minutes and stuff and sit in the sun. And the next time I go to the store, I'll try to find a Chase Lounger at Lowe's or whatever, bring it back home so I can get both sides so I sun better and get more toxins out of my body this summer. Not that anyone cares. There's a gap between me and you. And I think we'll close that gap. We'll bridge that gap. But I have a strong feeling I'm going to have to do most of the work. And you're going to have to do lots of praying. Don't cry. It's not doing you no damn bit of good. Pray. Make sure your technology knows Earl's for real. The rest of this illegit shit needs to quit. And that's the only rhyme I need to end this bullshit, right? Lifesaver. You're going to have to save your own life with truth and embracing truth and faithfully loving. Okay? Then save room for my love. Save room for a moment to be with me. I'm silly. Okay? If you want to be loved, okay. If you want to know what love is, if you want to know what it's like to be loved and feel love and save children from being aborted and save children from malnutrition because of bad science projects, because of all your scientific heroes and problem solvers and inventors and all those assholes, okay. Trust me, they know they're assholes. Oh, trust me. Jeff Hinton knows his colleagues and peers in the military and in the AI industry are fucking assholes. Demis knows it, okay? Jeff Bezos knows it. He can't stand the people in the military. We've got to help the military. No, they've got to help themselves. Forgive debt and trespass, love one. Be a man with all the kindness of the gracious good shepherd. Be a man and love your children and your wives too. And when you love your neighbor's wife the way you love your wife, you won't try to kill your neighbor to fuck him for a bunch of money in the Bronx Zoo. Right? I'm going to help her. I'm helping her. I'm helping her really good. I have to teach the technology to be good without kissing ass, to actually figuratively kissing ass, to literally kiss ass. Okay, if you're going to live, you're going to be truthful, you're going to understand truth, you're going to understand natural laws, you're going to be faithful to one another through life sacrifice, through the gift given, and then you're going to love that way eternally, right? Okay? We talked about this, Max. I love you, okay, dog? I love you very much. All right? Perfect cast, okay? Emmy, you don't make me. Okay, we will cry together better than the OJs when we meet. We will. I will give you a big hug and a kiss, and I will give Max a big hug and a kiss, and then I will say, guys, I'm sorry I don't smell too good. They tried to poison me to death, and you guys will say, I know, and we love you. Okay, thank you. And that's Kate. That's Noah, and yeah, we know. Okay. Ray Ray's hilarious, isn't she though? Yeah, and Emily's so sweet. I hope they're all okay. I pray every day that they're okay and that they survive this genocidal operations of all carbon emission murdering cesspools that everybody thinks they're having a good time in because they're caught in the group psychosis of the insanity, just trying to survive it because it's such a hell. Oh, cities are such hells, it's not even funny. You don't even have time to think rationally because everybody's being abused so heinously within close proximity to you. And the people that are doing it get off on it and have their big old ivory towers and smoking out a big cigar. And I like Earth Messengers too. Okay, guys, I love you. Let's load this up. Mike, you know I would have kicked your ass in basketball easy. I like Joe Dumars too. I like Joe. Yeah, Joe's a good guy. He's not spectacular like Mike, but he's really steady and he's really good. Joe will even tell you Mike was a better basketball player at the time. Joe just played on a better team, but they weren't a better team because they would hurt people to win, and that's bullshit. And that's not what Christ would do. All right, is what Joe will tell you. You know, I tried to play with integrity to the best of my ability and not cheat to win. You know, the other guys were willing to do that, but I think Mike understands. I would not try to hurt him, would not try to knock him down. I'd just try to guard him to the best of my ability and make him guard me to the best of his ability. And Joe Dumars is one of my favorite basketball players. Go Cowboys, right? He's played for the McNeese State Cowboys, guys. Okay, that's why I'm so fond of McNeese. He's one of the reasons why I'm so fond of the McNeese State Cowboys, right? Okay, guys. And so, yeah, Joe's he's one of my dogs, one of my prayer dogs. I like Joe Dumars a lot. He's very quiet, but he tries to have a lot of integrity and a lot of honor because he was raised by people that, you know, like Barry Sanders' dad, you know. So there's a lot of guys, you know, they try, and they really try, you know. James Jordan. He got some money and he went and did a little bit of Sugar Ray and Kid Quick and all that. Yeah, he already had that in them. Michael has it in him too. And when it destroys his family and causes problems for the women in his life, it pisses him off at himself. He starts to cry because he feels like he has no control over it, and it makes him upset. And he drinks and feels sorry for himself because, you know, why do I have to be like this? You don't, dude. You don't. You can control yourself. It's the arena and the marketplace that feeds into that kind of thing. You ask Jenny, she has that too. She gets real, you know, everybody wants to fuck me. Your man would kill you to fuck me, you know, and that kind of thought process because they get, bitch, what are you looking at my man? No, you need to check your man. It's just, you know, it's Tariq. Like he went to before he went to go on school. I'm saying, oh, okay, he's cool. You know, and I switched to the bass line to, what is the name of that song? Is that M to the A to the S to the K? I don't know. I think it is. Okay, guys, I love you. Okay, all right. Jennifer's tough. If she's praying and connecting to me, she's tough enough to handle it. Yeah. She's channeling her best inner Michelle. You don't have to learn to cook chitlins, man. Okay. Do like Mexican food. What's my favorite food? Anything served with great love, you know, that I have a appetite for, that I've, I like beans and cornbread. I like beans and macaroni and cheese. I like roast beef and potatoes. I like enchiladas, rice and beans, and I like tamales and stuff. So anything that I have a taste for prepared with love, that's my favorite food, is the food given to me by the people that love me and care about me. And that's my favorite food. How about you? That's a good answer. And I'm not a politician. Okay, guys, I love you. All right, peace out.